What's up, everybody? It's time for a quick rant. Disc Golf Nerd Rant. I haven't done one of these in a little while, and it's not anything too crazy. It's more or less advice, but it might come off as a little bit of a rant. And my advice for you guys today is do not leave your discs in the car. Really, don't leave anything that you value in a car. It's not a safe place for anything. I've had my backpack stolen out of the car with my wallet and my ID and all that stuff. It's a huge pain in the ass, and it's dangerous. Some guy stole it, dumped my bank account, maxed out my credit card in like 10 minutes. And luckily, I was able to get that stuff back, but it can be completely financially devastating if there's any kind of hang up in the and dealing with that kind of stuff. And then obviously I lost the backpack, everything in it. I had a Leatherman in there, a whole bunch of other stuff, and yeah, just brutal. It's terrible. And don't leave anything you value in your car. I say this all the time for musicians as well. I've heard of countless musicians who play a show, put their guitar or their bass or whatever in their car, and then go to an after party or go get drinks after the show or whatever, and somebody smashes in their car and it's gone. So, since this is the Disc Golf Nerd channel, this absolutely pertains to your golf bag. If you value your golf discs, especially if you have a nice bag with 15 or so discs in there, how much is that going to cost you to replace that? If nothing else, let alone the sentimental value and just the fact that those are your discs. You know how they fly. They're broken into a certain level that you like, and you can trust those discs because you have familiarity with them. It's just terrible to put them in a position where you could lose your plastic, let alone going into the summer. It can also easily warp your plastic. If you have your bag in the backseat of a car on a hot day, it can easily warp especially your baseline plastic. That stuff can get noodled out real quick. It's something that happens. If it is a soft magnet, it may become magical after that, as has happened to me, where it'll get like a kind of like warped puddle top going on, and it might make a perfect little groove that your thumb can fit into, and it'll still be okay, but it'll just be really flippy and fun to throw. But still, you don't you don't want to put your plastic in that position. So here's my advice: don't leave your discs in the car. Bring them in the house. If you want to have some plastic in the car, so that when you're out and about, if you happen to come across a disc golf course or an open piece of property that you could throw on or something like that, which does happen, just take your go-to driver, your go-to mid-range, and maybe your go-to putter, maybe two drivers that you like, a more stable and then a little bit more understable one. Get yourself some backups of those. I already have backups of all my favorite discs because that's just I think a smart thing to do. If it's something that you like to throw, you like it for a reason. If you say you go to the store, you buy a disc, you really like it. If you know there's three more on that rack at the store that are the same color, and they're all right on the rack together, chances are they're from the same run, so that means they probably will fly the same. So if you get one and it works really well, I highly suggest you go, if you can. Of course, financially, we can't always do what we want to do. I understand that 100%. If you have the money, go back and pick up that other one. Just leave it at home. And then if you have some backups laying around, then you can put together your little 4 or 5 disc side bag. Get yourself a little, what's that little bag that I tested? There's that little Upper Park, the drawstring. I think, was that the Upper Park Draw? That was it. A little drawstring backpack bag. Throw 5 discs in there. Maybe throw a mini in there and a towel. Leave that in the car. Then if that gets taken, or if the putter in there gets warped or jacked up, or if it gets really hot, it could probably mess with premium plastic. I haven't seen that in myself, but I also don't leave plastic in the car, so I don't really know. But whatever. If you lose it or anything stupid happens to it, you're only out a few discs, and it's not your main discs that you like to use out there on the course. That's my little rant and piece of advice for you guys today. Is don't leave your plastic in the car, and if you want to have some plastic in the car, just in case you happen upon a course or somebody hits you up and you're like, hey, let's go play after work, you don't have time to run home and grab your bag, then you have some discs in the car. For me, I just have an opto compass. I leave an opto compass in our car. If I'm out somewhere where I can throw, I can get the job done with that one disc. I know I can throw it on multiple lines. It's not the best putter in the world, but it works. I eventually will probably put some type of putter in the car along with it, but honestly, the amount of times where I've just kind of randomly happened upon a round of golf, it's not really that often. So put a side bag in your car, leave your good stuff at home. That's my advice for you guys today. I will check you later. All right, cheers.